Again, everybody.
Morning, morning.
And I'm very honored to be with you, and you are here. And like said TJ yesterday, thank you to be you. Yes. And so I think I begin with the first book I've written. It was in 2018, and because yesterday we talked about it, and I think it's a good beginning. It's 33 treasures. It's not in English. Not yet, but it's the result of the beginning of my work as a therapist, and I discovered this type of work with the device from Dan Winter, and with this device, the therapy, I can develop more and more my different strange ability, and I discover, because I'm feeling I'm not a healer. It's not like I'm feeling myself. I'm not a healer, but I can listen, and I can create a space for the people are. Like at home and
les lumières.
Non mais.
T'as besoin de lumière?
Yes, for now.
Sorry.
And after on éteint high. And but I have not slide for just the beginning. And so I discover people in my healing office. Not like a healer, but just like people to people, and I discover. So I didn't want to see only the disease or the problem, just it's a meeting, and I discover each people I could see in my life in this healing office. Each people are a marvelous thing. It's marvelous. There is a lot. If each person, if each of us, each of you, it's a miracle each time, and I can understand why the path and why they are like that, and why there is some incoherence sometimes, but there is a massive coherence in each of us, and so it's so exciting, it's so interesting. So I want. In the beginning, I put several of what I discover in each person in this book, in a way very not. It's not physics. It's like more symbolic and poetic, but. With symbol and poetry, we have a sort of condensed of meanings,
Yes.
and it's part of our reality, very dense part of our reality. And I yesterday Médéric explained it to it, so I'm very short. It's I discover in each person a different part of tools. Sort of tools, treasures. It's the very coherent part of different octaves in a person, and it's like a puzzle for me, and I can combine all of this. And the particularity of this, it's yes, it's a person who develops that like a total accomplishment of a thing in part of herself. Of themselves, but we can it's charitable. We can say that because it's so accomplished. It's universal. so we can share and we can benefit of all of this. And it's about different problematic who comment on peut dire que les gens ont traversé.
The
people went through, yes. So, and there is about, alors I'm not the word in English, about emotion, about alignment, about light, about DNA, about ancestors, about manifestation, about rebirth, protection, passeur d'âme, je sais pas comment on dit. To help soul to pass.
Helping step souls to go into the light.
Oh.
So there is and healing, physical healing, and so I have this particular understanding of this, and I wanted to connect this with more terrestrial thing, and I wanted to translate that this coherence into some people translate that into equation like Dan Winter and mathematicians and maybe geometrical shapes and sacred geometry. And so for me, I wanted to translate this into words and sentences we can use, all of us can use every day. And Leon said to me, you, with this book, because you already read it, with this book you find the word, yes, word, and I'm very flattering by that because it's what I want to do. Just translate for the everyday life, because it's here every day, in each minute, in each second. So after this book, I search a lot about systemic approach, and I learned about a lot about it, and I can write this other book. So I prepared a little. Ça, peut-être on peut fermer. Bon, si c'est trop clair. It's okay? Yeah. No, it's too bright. Thank you, Ethan. Super, ça va comme ça?
C'est mieux.
C'est mieux. But it's not so important because I tell you what it writes here.
Ça c'est bien.
Okay.
Yes, way better.
So this book is a Science of Life project. It's about it's from these discoveries and my empiric approach with just experience in this domain, in this area. And so, why prology? So, I put on this one. Yes, I think my first idea is we need meanings in our life, and I discovered there is a lot of meanings through poetry, through symbolic, and through this first way in the beginning. And there is meaning everywhere. There is synchronicity everywhere. There is meaning everywhere. Meanings mean there is a purpose. It's logical for me. There is a purpose. So we are a thing. We are a system with a purpose. So for me, the purpose is like a project, and the project is. It's at the same time the conception and the accomplishment the purpose. So it's all together, and we are that. And etymologically, prology comes from oh yes, I finished that before maybe. So you can read prospective approach to life and the body, because in the second tome I am more precisely on each part of the body. And in the first one, it's an approach of the philosophy. And with systemic, the approach, systemic approach, and in the third one, there will be just the practical tools for the next year. But in fact, it's already did. But and so, comment on passe à la deuxième, comme ça, voilà. So, for etymologically, pro it's before and logos for science. So, faudrait que ça tienne un peu plus longtemps, ça. Tu pourrais me le faire tenir un peu plus longtemps? Et ah, c'est dommage, j'avais une phrase qui était bien. Un truc sur l'implémentation. Non, c'est pas grave. No, I'm sorry. My English is a little limited, so. Merci. Ah, okay. Yes. And the goal of all these books and all my approach is analyze implementation to understand initial project, because we are a project, but we are already there. We are already here. We didn't imagine this project, but I want to understand this project. So we can understand our project with analyze implementation. So I have to understand each organ, its mission, each mission of each organs, and so elements after elements and connection after connection between them. So yes, all is a question of connection, of course. Prology doesn't fight illness. You read better than me. So so how do we explore the human system? And for that, I use a particular science about systemic approach. It's there is a tool inside this systemic science, the triangulation. I don't know if you know about it. And do you know systemic approach from school? Yes, the systems theory. Yes, from School of Palo Alto, and there is a way to understand a complex system, because a living system like us is a very complex system, and it's very difficult to understand all the parameters. So we can use these three angles of view. What is the functional aspect, how the structural aspect, and why the dynamic aspect. What happens now? What happens in the system, in the human system, and the general answer to that for the human being is there is a transformation. Il n'y a plus d'écran.
Il y a un câble qui est tombé.
Ouais.
C'est back, it's back. C'est back.
Okay. And it's there is a long explication in it, of course, but in brief, our system do transformation after transformation. We are metabolism, and metabolism is a process of transformation. So we are, in fact, each second into a transformation process. So it's what happens in us. And how? How is about, we will understand later, it's through a lot of movement, a lot of connection, and how we approach life, of course. And so it's more like attitude, and it's a structural aspect. It's elements, connection, and all of that more than the energetical aspect. And why your system do that at this moment, do that on the entire life, and why is the objective, the purpose, and why we can relate that with the evolution, because in fact we are being in evolution, and we are, I think it's our principal goal. And there is some other goal between, but we evolve. So there is always this thing to advance. Advance, on dit ça? To, yes.
Yeah.
Mm. So, and after a few pages later, you can understand the more important thing to do all of that is connection. So, the interaction rather than isolated element, because when you are very strong elements, if it's not connected to the others, it's useful. It's inutile. Useful. Hein? Inutile, c'est useless. Yes.
Inutile.
Useless.
Useless.
Useless. And when you are a very strong element, if it's not connected to the others, it's useless.
There's no
The
meaning.
connection is more important. When you have an element even weak, but there, here, and you are connected with that, it's more useful. So with that, we can go out of the norm, the standard, and everything, and we can come back to the particular being. Each being is particular and in its own way. So it's important to can see that. So the first time I meet the resources, it's when I discover people in my healing office in the beginning with the first book. It's a very coherent part of each of us, and I call them resources, and it's the foundation of BioCoherence, because we have a lot of resources, and we have just a few little incoherent things. So we have to use all these resources before give attention with the weakest element, and it's a shift of paradigm, because we have to see what is in a good shape, what is very powerful and very accurate, to give this disponible, available energy to the weakest one. Yes. connection with the more coherent, and we have to cross them to make connection between them. And so I understand with all of that, so illness is not a defeat. Illness and disease, and it's a very transformation process. It's just more intense than usual because we are permanently in transformation process, and it's normal for us. We didn't note that usually, but and illness and disease are more intense period, more intense moment, and but the system is so clever. Our system is so clever that the system wants to transform only if there is a chance to do it. There is no opportunity to evolve. It's useless to engage a transformation, engage a chaotic period, a chaotic moment. So the system, and we are not conscious, we are not aware about it, but when we are ill, is because there is an opportunity in our life to evolve. So it's each time a challenge, but each time after we can see a lot with we can see that a lot with children after a disease, after illness. They are very different. Ils ont grandi. They're grown up. C'est comme ça qu'on dit? They grew up. They grew up after each illness. They grew up, and for us,
They grow.
They grow. Thank you. And for us, it's the same thing. In fact, not in centimeters, but it's the same thing. And so maybe I can let tac. Yes, so it's difficult to put in good order because at this time of my slide and book and everything, there is very different parameters who are put together at the same time. So it's very impossible to put in an order. There is no chronology. There is this sort of trinity. There is several trinities in us. There is, and it's fractal. And I put this one because at the end of the first book, I put the cycle of 7 years because it's a representation on the timeline about this trinity too, and it's fractal. We have the same idea in our body, but it's in a physical, in a 3D plan, and so in the timeline, it's like that. We have, for example, three periods in our life: 0 to 14, 14 to 28, and 28 to
25.
Okay, thank you. And there is 3 periods of 14 years, and it's 7, 7, 7, 7, and 7, 7. And the last one, until, on dit jusqu'à? Until 49, there is the last one, 7 years, it's period of transition to give another octave and another 49 years. And we can explore a very fundamental thing of the universe during these three great periods, and it's vitality, love and wisdom. Will, c'est la volonté, c'est ça? Will, love and wisdom. And we can find this in our body too. Will, love and wisdom. And it's and we can find it. Yes. And yes, will, love and wisdom, and it's very connected with matter, energy, and information. But in fact, everything is every concept together all the time. But it's sort of angle of view, and sometimes we have to view through the matter, sometimes through the energy, sometimes through the information. But there is the three elements, of course, together always. But it's like angle of vision, and it's the same for will, love, and wisdom. And in our existence, it's very connected with embryology. Thank you. And with ectoderm, 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 mesoderm, and endoderm, and these three tissue, these three give birth to all our organs and tissues in our body, and before we go further, it's another trinity, and we can understand with this physical representation of these three fundamental points concept. Is we have the mesoderm who can birth to earth, connective tissues, and other things. It's in the middle of our body. It's a way to connect endoderm and ectoderm. And I don't know if some of you are familiar with embryology. Yes.
In biology, yeah.
Yes.
I can remember backwards.
Yes, it's you have in the beginning you have ectoderm, like a disc, and the formation of the fetus, and we have cells who pass through, and it's endoderm, and just it creates the inner part. And between the endoderm and the ectoderm, there is a thing who are in the wall, in the, comment on dit, qui comble les trous, qui complete, which completes the, and it's a mesoderm. And it's in mesoderm, there is a earth and connective tissue. And it's this part of our body who connect everything. It's a connection. It's a way to communicate. In the connective tissue, for example, I think you have all the meridian, and it's way of communication.
The fascia.
Yes, it's a connective tissue, fascia. Yes. So, in the middle of our system, there is the earth, and everything pass through earth and connective tissue. And it's the foundation of biocoherence too, because it's we have to pass through this to meet the center of the person. And it's the only way. You can't transform a thing at the surface or a thing inside the body without pass through the center, because it's through the center of the person you can be accurate. If not, it's not accurate.
Can you go backwards for the slide?
Back ones. No. I don't know. How?
Flèche de gauche.
Quoi? Ah, non, attends. Hop. Yes.
It's okay, just buy the book, you'll have it all. Tout est dans votre livre.
Not this drawing, not this one, but a lot of others, because there is a lot of drawing.
Et le plus haut, parce qu'on voit pas.
Ah, there is a lot of. Vous voyez un peu?
Diagrams and
A lot of drawing.
love diagrams.
Not this one in particular, but.
TJ Leaks is great.
Yeah.
And after that, so it's okay, TJ.
Yeah, it's good. I just didn't read those words.
Oh yes, sorry.
Great, great.
Okay,
Thank you.
and hop. Yes, so Earth is the hub and connective tissue. It's c'est ça, hein, on dit le hub of the network of our body. And of course, with connective tissue, we can understand that. But we are. Yesterday, I heard somebody said that we are un sac d'eau. Yeah.
Or a bag of water.
Bag of
Bag of
water.
Yes.
Or a bag of skin.
99% of our molecule are water molecule, and 70% in weight, but in numbers of molecule, it's 99%. It's incredible.
Really?
Yes.
These are so simple.
So, we are water with the earth in the center. So we need, in French we have an expression, on a besoin juste d'amour et d'eau fraîche. Love and fresh water. And it's okay to live.
And what's the second part?
Fresh water, love.
Fresh water, love and fresh water, it's what we need to live.
Yeah. Oh, but we need
When
to
you
live.
are in love,
Yeah.
in French we say that. So with Mederikian, he understood that a lot. It's why he developed this application. It's very important for us to, like I do in my healing office. I connected myself with heart to heart with the person, and it's a way to open safely the system and understand it with work very, I don't know the word in English, sur mesure.
Custom.
Custom, very custom way. Okay. Yeah, there is no standard. We are, and I discovered that with my first book. Each person is so different than another. It's incredible. We are alien from each other.
Yes.
Yes. But it's wonderful. And
It's so simple.
so we can, we can find the endoderm. It's yes, it's all the derivés. Comment on dit dérivés? Derivés from derivate from the intestine, and we are all the system, digestive system, and it's a resume. We are in the mesoderm, we have the bones, the muscles, the conjunctive tissue with a drop of water, and the earth, and in ectoderm we have the nervous system, the skin,
Electric.
yes.
Il les a fait les dessins.
Ouais.
Ils sont super parlants.
Ouais.
Vraiment génial.
Ouais.
Yes. Well, there is I'm a drawer too, so yes.
Ces dessins-là, ils sont en livre.
Yes, yes. This one are issues from the book. Yes, yes. Mm.
It's her drawing.
I agree.
And it's a little frustrated because there is a lot of things of the book in the book, but it's just very condensed here. So I suppose you. Right. And this one, it's another way for me to understand the body.
Est-ce que c'est l'écran a changé en même temps? Ah non, voilà, ça remonte. C'est pour vous faire un petit peu de...
And we have endoderm method, and it's not this. I'm sorry, it's not translate. So endoderm, mesoderm, ectoderm, and it's a sort of cartography of our body with a word we can understand. It's not biological, physiological word. It's our word, and for example, the Earth is a category, is in area about the concept of direction. It's our boussole, like the drawing, like compass. It's our compass, and everything has to pass through it. It's very important for us. And the muscle and about everything about the muscle are in the action part. And we have bones. Bones, for example, in values. And bones keep our values every day. All our values.
Bones are
Yes,
the
it's about
of
structure
values.
and schemes and pattern, and it's the part who guide our comportment, not our direction, but our usual comportement, behavior. I'm sorry, usual behavior, and the scale, for example, this one, échelle, is a scale, and this corpus of scale is, for example, a way to put together a package of organ. And it's another octave of our system. It's not one organ, it's not one cell, it's an ensemble, a group of organs. And we are 8 of it inside our body. You know, for example, peritoine, peritoneum, for example. Peritoneum. Merci. And so it's important for us to put a new cartography of our body to understand why they are here and what role, quel rôle they play for us each day in our life, in common word, okay? Common word. So, for example, because it's not in this book, it's the second one, and it's a bigger book. And for high-tech,
The second one is not released yet.
it's
Not even in French.
yes, it finished in French, but almost just a last reading, and but after that. So, for example, the corpus of creation. The corpus of creation is related to ectoderm, and we have in this the endoderm. And it's our digestive system and respiratory system, okay? And so it's a way for us to, with the respiratory system, you can feel the context, you can feel the, comment on dit l'air du temps?
The way of the times.
The way of the times. And your system can find what is okay for you in your environment. And it's a little, it's smell. It's not taste. It's not so near to you. It's, yes, you can have a little distance and you smell if it's okay for you. You can feel it. I don't know the expression in English. In French, we have we can smell. We can smell what it happens, and if it's good for you or not. And it gives you inspiration. In French, it's the same word. In English too, maybe. It's an inspiration, and it's the same word for like a muse, like something who gives you an idea. It's the same word, inspiration. And creation is more in the digestive system. And for example, after a lot of words in the book, you can find this table. And I put in a few words what the skills of organs. And for example, we have for example, the liver. And the liver is an optimistic tool of our system because he can filter, and with his enzyme which it produces. He can, like an alchemist, he can transform what we ingest, what we ingest, and it's the prological approach is a translation. So it's the same thing in your life when you have to digest a situation, an event. You have to sometimes put a filter. You take something of the situation, but you don't want to take all of it because some elements are not digestible for you. And you have to sometimes put into a more little element to can digest it and break into pieces. And the liver can do that. And the liver is your liver. It's your own liver, and it knows, connected with other parts of your body, he knows what you need and what you need to discover and what is for later because it's too soon maybe. And with this, with our metabolism, we have to eat several times per day. And like in the life, you have a lot of times to challenge a situation. You understand? And we are with our digestive system. We are permanently stimulated, or several times per day, stimulated to meet different elements, to filter it or not, to test a little bit, and maybe a little bit for later, and a little bit for later, and
To accept it or not.
To accept it or not, and so.
Can I say just on
Yes.
the liver? c'est le foie en français.
Oui.
So in French, it's the same word as faith.
Mhm.
Okay, like religious faith. Okay,
Oh.
and in English, the liver is the one who lives. Okay, so the one who is going through this life.
Mm.
Mm.
Liver, yeah.
Yes.
Liver means faith in French?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, and so in another angle of view, the liver can, it's like a conversion of the reality in what is beneficial for you. So you can love a lot your liver. So do you want to explain more of this, or it's
Okay.
you understand the concept?
Yes.
Yes.
With the pancreas.
Okay. And there is another one, the corpus. I named this 8 corpus, this cartography. Another corpus, it's about sensation, corpus of sensation. It's related to the ectoderm. It's about our system nervous and electrical activities, and skin, and and chakra. Because chakra, for me, I think it's very connected with nervous plexus. And when
C'est dit quelle partie? Endoderme, ectoderme?
ectoderm.
Ectoderme.
Because it's connected with the nervous system,
Ouais.
and all the nerves can form plexus. It's, comment on dit des nœuds? Des plexus? Nexus?
Nodes.
Plexus. Nodes. Nodes of nerves, of nervous, yes. And I don't know, because the draw is maybe too small, but you can see in the behind background, thank you, the body of the man of Vitruve, of Léonard de Vinci, with hand here. You see hand?
Vitruvian.
Vitruve man. Okay, so this is legs here.
She can hit up there.
And the head here. So it's just to understand this. And so we have very big plexus connected around the earth here, here. And so because I can see in clairvoyance, but it's difficult to explain to everyone. So I connected with the plexus, and I think there is a double torus, like I draw it, and it's connected to the very fundamental concept: will here, love here, and wisdom here, and qu'est-ce que je peux dire là-dessus?
So just to be clear, this is another reading of the traditional chakras,
Yes.
and it's not yet integrated into BioCoherence, but it will when we will integrate all the corpuses and so on in new screens. And so there will be a screen for the chakras with the 7 chakras, the 12 chakras, but also the 3 chakras that are like that, which are 3 main chakras and resonance points in between.
Like the Dantians.
And doors, and there is vortex everywhere. You can imagine that, because you know this form of torus with Dan Winter and with other research. And it's like a sun in the galaxy. It's the same thing. So there is this aspiration of element of matter, energy, and information, because it's always related. And there is an emission like that. So we have this aspiration and this emission just in 3D, because we can just 3 in 3D here as a human angle of view. But so of course it's limited, but it's a way of view. And it's connected to, for example, our 8 cavities in a corpus of scale. Where we have, for example, the pelvian cavities. Pelvian, okay? The pelvic cavities, the peritoneal cavities. Here we have the heart and the lungs. So in fact, there is some things more in 4/4 with with the heart and with the pericardium, and les plèvres around lungs. Plèvre, it's just a membrane around the lungs. So it's not exactly this drawing, but it's maybe 4/4. I like that. It's complicated here, but our heart is complicated with 4 cavities and so. And here we have the cavity of the cervelet. Cervelet, it's the same word, maybe. Cerebellum.
Cerebellum, yes, same word.
And the cavity of the bottom of the head. In French, we have as this. Pleura. And there is very specific problematic in it. For example, in the here it's always a question of cooperation. Cooperation with people, cooperation with the environment. And here we are in the area of existence itself. And on the top we are more with the possibility of emergence. Emergence, is this? Emergence. Yes, and with them, comprehension, understanding, revelation, and so. And we always has to be in the tree, but not all the time. But and for people, I can see sometimes we have most one of them are more important. It's okay. It's not always love. Sometimes it's vitality and the face of existence and the manifestation. And because here we can even produce matter. So and in French, it's I don't know in English. In French, we have this word. On fait ses besoins.
Take care of your needs.
Take care of your needs, but in French, when you have to pee,
Yes, the same thing.
Okay, it's the same thing.
Take care of your needs.
Okay. So your needs, it's a very important. Your needs.
Need to be.
Yes, needs. It's a need. Yes, and you have to, and you build your needs here. It's obvious, in fact, but it's and conceptually it's also true. So we have to be connected with that too, and to respect ourselves, to understanding the needs of the others, and so it's very important part too. And some people like me, I think I am more here, and there is about wisdom and evolution. It's so, but of course, we are in each of them. But one of them can be the principal engine of your body. And it's very important to respect that. Very important. This image is maybe you know it? It's qu'est-ce qu'il y a écrit?
So yes, one of it is a real picture of a black hole, and the other one is the real picture of the heart. Which one is it?
Wow.
On the left?
On the left, yes.
Oh, I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Oh no, I meant yeah.
But it's the same image. It's the same picture.
That's a good picture.
And it's a real picture.
Yes. Oh, there is the same phenomenon at different scale.
Yeah, see.
Yes.
I think I've seen like atom pictures that look more like that too.
Atoms more look like flowers.
Yeah,
or
but
something
sometimes
like
you get
that.
that on the
But this is the color
Yes.
of a black hole, and this is the color of the heart. So
Yes, I agree with you with atom of hydrogen.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
there is
It's
a.
funny because I can see your aura up there
Okay.
as you're talking, and it kind of looks like that too.
Okay. Yes, of course, it's
Yeah, that's it.
it's a manifestation. One of the manifestation of our body.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
when you can see the torus, it's magical.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, it's about what I said earlier about pelvic cavity, peritoneum, pleura, pericardium, maybe cavity of cerebrum, and the bottom. And there is two more. There is two more in another scale. Again, it's derm. And just below the derm, the periosteum, perios. It's around our bones, but it's very connected. It's like connective tissue, in fact, too. And but it's very, very near to the bones. So it's the keeper. Is the keeper of our values too, and our qualities. So, and yes, another table with different strengths we can have related to this part of our body. Identity for the derm, for example, it's a question of identity. Yes. In the pelvic cavity, it's a question of legitimacy. I'm here, and I have the right to be here. I exist here. And in the peritoneum, it's a question of respect. We have the strength of respect because it's about your needs, and you can respect. And for example, we can relate this with very fundamental wounds, blessure wounds. Do you know the different wounds? And for example, there is a book about 5 wounds. No? Ouais, les 5 blessures.
They are in BioCoherence in the shape of a 5-star wound. But it's
Wounds.
Yes.
Wounds. Sorry.
Well, wounds or moment, not momentum, but
But it's still a work in progress.
That's the 5 element.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, fundamental, the existential
Earth, water,
wounds.
metal.
Yes. And the Trojan wounds, for example, we can have here because the treason, for example, and I explain it in the book, is when you have needs and other people, another people have own needs. And when this need is not in accordance, it's not,
Yeah.
yes, you can
competition.
feel yourself have a big treason, but it's, in fact, it's just because needs are not corresponding at this time, but it's very about need. So, for example, lungs, it's very, in fact, it's very easy to understand the body like that. Lungs, it's the airbag around your heart, so it protects you. It's easy to understand, and so it's a question of safety. Okay, it's a question of safety. And the wound correspondence, it's unsafety, of course, and
Insecurity.
Insecurity. The ça se dit ça? Abandonment with the heart, with the pericardium. And so, I think I prefer
So you
the.
can see the blueprint of the next version of the ones in the app. Okay.
Yeah, all
Because
right.
right now it's really work in progress this part. So when we will integrate everything that Christine did, because we start having the books in English and so on, because it doesn't really make sense to integrate everything if you don't have the blueprint of what she said. So I think when the second book will be available in English, we will start integrating that into BioCoherence, and you will get all of this information as biomarkers and so on.
Well, also now in the chakras, you have the 3 different colors. So the patterns, when you said the lower, the middle, and the top, when you were, the Vitruvian man, well, you already kind of have that.
Yes, but we will have it
Now-
in a better form with the
Yes,
colors,
yes.
So
Yeah, the overlap.
So you can see a kind of what the future of BioCoherence will bring you as soon as this is available to you as in English.
Yeah,
I needed a
that's
few
really
more
the flow
diagrams.
chart right there, yeah.
It's a little simple right now.
So it's the end. So the last one, and
Yeah, there you go. My words.
okay.
Reactive rather than proactive.
Yes.
Right? It's deficit mentality or communal.
Yes.
Yeah.
So can someone with a good American or English accent read it, maybe? Better than us. TJ.
By aligning with our life project,
You shift.
We shift from reaction to proaction, embracing evolution with joy and ease. Life's meaning unfolds through us. Let's co-create it. Remember, your life project is you. Embrace it and watch miracles unfold.
Thank you. So you don't have question. You understand everything.
I have tons of questions.